Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to part 4 of our Amazing Tales playthrough. My name's Martin, and I'm here with
Ruben
and
Lisa.
Who are playing.
Amazing Tales.
And your character is called
Wag.
And he is a
Mouse.
And what are the things he's good at? Can we read these? Can we read Daddy's writing?
Not really.
Not really. He's got shooting his pistol, navigating, swashbuckling, and jumping and climbing. And do you remember the name of Wag's ship?
The Booty.
There we go. And over here, Lisa, you're playing
Mary.
Flight. And what's Mary Flight?
An elf fairy.
She's an elf fairy, and what are the things that she can do?
Map reading.
Yeah.
Flying skills. She can throw daggers, and she can do nature magic.
Nature magic. She's been using that a lot. Okay. There we go. That's the book. Okay, pop that down now. Now, who can remember what happened last time? Go on then, tell me.
Well, we had to go past the 3 tests.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended at, we think, the 3rd test.
Third test, and what was happening?
The eagle had a mouse and the ring, and then he asked
It was a squirrel, actually.
and the squirrel, and then he asked us what would we like, the ring or the squirrel? And then we said the ring, and then the eagle vanished.
Yeah, that's right. And what are you trying to get? You're trying to find the dragon crown. Because King Thrushbeard found a map and he wants it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the eagle and the crown, because that's what it was in the eagle's claw, and the squirrel all vanished.
Shall we go on?
Well, what are you going to do? You're in the middle of the Wood of Seasons, and there's the Tree of Seasons, the oak tree, which with the different leaves, all in different seasons, is all in front of you. What are you going to do?
We're going to climb the tree.
Okay. You run up towards the tree, and you can see something hanging in the branches. Looks like it's the crown.
We need to get the crown. But maybe if we get it, it disappears. It's worth a shot. Let's try.
Okay, who's going to climb up there?
Me.
Oh, are you both going to climb?
No, Lisa, she can lift herself up by her nature magic. Oh yeah, that's easy. Lift. And if that doesn't work, I can climb up there.
Okay. Roll the nature magic.
4. It works.
What does it look like? How does your nature magic get the crown down?
Well, I push the tree to make it bend, and then the crown falls off the branch.
I see. So this little elf puts a hand on the tree, and this huge, mighty oak tree just bends over and drops off the crown for you.
Yeah.
When you take the crown, you hear a voice behind you. You turn around, and it's the lady who told you about the 3 tests. And she looks at you and she says, "You have found the crown, but you have paid for it with blood. There will be more blood before this is finished."
You're going to fight us.
And then she turns around and walks away.
We need to go back. We got the crown.
Yeah. As she's leaving, she turns over her shoulder and says, "You have been here for many seasons. Things may have changed when you return." What are you going to do?
Go back.
Go back? Go back? Where back?
To the castle.
Going back to the castle. Okay.
Flying shields.
Yeah, well, you don't need to roll. I think you start making your way out of the Wood of Seasons.
Which is easier.
Yeah, it turns out it's very easy to leave the Wood of Seasons. You don't have to travel very far at all. You catch a glimpse of the ladies singing, but apart from that, there's nothing strange or unusual happens. And suddenly, everything becomes a little bit more normal, a little bit less magical, and you have the feeling, we're back on the edges of the deep dark wood now.
My house!
Is not far from here. What are you going to do?
Go to the castle. That's what we said.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to head off towards the castle.
But I'm going to steal my ship back.
Okay, yes. I think let's say there's a river, a tributary from the edge of the wood down to the big river, and you can sail your ship down there.
Wait, I have a better.
What are we going to call it? Or you're just going to make it even bigger, big enough for Wag's pirate ship.
And its name is gonna be
What's the name of this river?
the Overflow,
The Overflow.
because
Okay.
it keeps overflowing.
Okay. The River Overflow.
Because it keeps overflowing.
Yeah.
And that's changed. That's some of the things what are changed.
Now, when you leave the wood, and just as you're walking up towards where Wag left his ship, you realise something odd has happened.
What?
It was summer when you went into the wood, but now when you look around, it seems like it's probably spring.
We've been for 3 seasons further.
Could be.
We're gonna have summer again. Another summer holidays.
You reach your ship. You reach your ship, Wag. Some of your mouse crew are waiting, sitting next to the ship. They look very bored.
Hello, monkeys.
The ship looks. It's just a bit. Doesn't look like they've been using it much. Looks somehow older. The paint needs freshening up. It didn't look like that before. What are you going to do?
Well, paint it.
You're going to paint the ship. Well, you come up towards the ship, and your mouse crew suddenly jump to their feet. Oh my goodness! It's the captain. He's back! Quick, ring the bells, sound the alarm. Do whatever we do when the captain comes. The captain's coming. Everyone seems very excited to see you. It's only been a day, maybe 2.
No, it's
What?
been like 3 months.
What are you going to do?
3 seasons.
Well, run to them, to the ship.
Ahoy, captain! Where have you been?
To the Wood of Seasons.
Oh, hello, Mary. Didn't see you there.
To the Wood of Seasons.
Did you find the crown?
Yep,
Oh, thank goodness.
you have it right here.
Fantastic. Do you know how to work it?
Nope.
Do you know what it does?
Nope.
But it's our only hope.
For what?
The dragons. The dragons have come. You've been gone so long. And when you look around, you realise that there's a strange smell in the air. There's a smell of smoke.
Uh-oh.
And there are grey clouds overhead. Thick grey clouds.
Oh my goodness.
We were rather hoping you'd know what to do when you got back.
Yeah, we do. We were going to the castle.
Ah, yes, about that. The castle's... Well, it's not really there anymore
You say it's burned down?
by the dragons.
Is King Thrushbeard okay?
Nobody knows where he went. He ran away into his enormous pile of mess. Nobody saw him come out of the other side, and then the castle caught fire. But people say he's alive somewhere. But now the dragons are here and they're making everyone do what they want. We've been hiding here on the edge of the wood, waiting for you, hoping you'd come back.
We're going to see what the dragon crown does. Can you make a sketch of it?
Dragon crown, yeah.
Maybe we could figure out what it does.
So it's crown.
It's crown shaped, and I should have drawn this earlier, shouldn't I? And it's got kind of wings on two sides, and then in the middle there's like the face of a dragon. I'm not drawing this very well. Something like that. It's a crown with wings and a big dragon's face on the front.
These three things here.
Oh, those are points on the crown. It's made of iron. It's very heavy, and it's got
Wait.
oh, and it's got red rubies where the eyes would go.
Could you give us a clue how to work it?
Well, it's you're slightly surprised because you went to look for a magic crown. In your experience, large magic crowns or powerful magic crowns aren't usually the right size for a mouse or an elf to wear. But this one looks like it probably is.
These things on the top. They stand a bit alone. Can you press them in?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, if you push them in the right order, it will work.
Maybe because you can push them in.
Hmm.
Wait, let me try.
So what are you doing exactly?
I'm doing first. I'm doing this one, then I'm doing that one, and then I'm doing that one.
Okay, and where is the crown when you do this?
In my on the ground,
On the ground, okay.
because we're thinking the ground will make our own dragon.
Okay, well, you press the buttons, nothing really seems to happen. Well, but they do move. They are, it turns out, buttons.
Buttons. Let me see if there are more buttons.
Those look to be the only ones. Captain Wag, where should we go?
To the river.
To the big river?
Yep.
Okay. It's good to have you back, Captain. None of us really know how to sail the ship. Tell us what to do.
I'll just sail it.
Okay, can you roll your navigating dice?
So,
Yeah.
oops.
Let me try.
Well, you set off sailing, and it looks like your crew have maybe forgotten to do a few things. Pull on that rope, you shout, and they do. And then it turns out the other end of the rope isn't tied to anything, like it should have been. Oh dear. The ship starts to career into the stream and then head towards the far bank. You're going to have a crash. What are you going to do?
I can use my nature magic to make a sort of.
Okay, you can roll that. Roll your nature magic. That's a good idea. That's that one, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
5.
Okay, how does that look?
Well, they can't a sort of bridge of leaves, very strong, and that before the end of the ridge, and then you bounce against it without doing any harm to the
Oh, I see. So there's a kind of buffer appears. Okay, well, that's good. She saved the ship. And you shout at your crew and get them to fix everything that should be fixed. Have to be quick, Captain. Haven't seen any dragons for a while, but if they see this ship sailing, they might try and do something to us.
Alright, I'll go a bit faster.
Okay, can you roll your navigating dice again?
5.
There we go. Now you're making good speed down the river, good pace. Do you want to try something else with that crown? Now you're sailing.
Oh yeah,
pressing
maybe.
in another order.
You keep pressing the buttons in different orders. Nothing really seems to be happening. Then all of a sudden, one of the crew gives a shout Oh no! It's Cracklewing! And they point up in the sky. A big brown dragon with stretched out wings that look like brown leaves. It's flapping slowly across the sky. He turns towards you. It's clear he's seen the ship. He swoops down towards you. What shall we do, Captain? What shall we do?
Fire the cannons!
Yes, Captain! You can roll for firing the cannons. What are you going to do?
What is the fire?
I'm going to throw daggers.
Okay, you're going to roll your shooting the pistol. I think we'll use that for firing your cannons. So
5.
that's that one, and you're throwing your daggers.
1.
Oh dear.
5.
Missed.
Okay, let's see what happens. Boom, boom, boom! The booty fires its cannons. But like so many other things, it seems the crew haven't maintained them properly. The powder is damp. The guns give a kind of disappointing mini boom, and the cannon balls fall short of the rapidly flying closer dragon. The dragon takes a deep breath. He's going to breathe fire and turn the whole ship to cinders, but then Mary Flight flies to the top of the mast and hurls her daggers at the dragon's eyes just as it's about to fire. The dragon flinches away and turns its head. Driven off for now, it flaps around. It's going to come back and try again. What are you going to do?
I'm going to make a sort of bridge, sort of loop over the ship so that it can't breathe its fire on the ship.
Before that you do that, I'm going to try with my
With
gun.
Very thick, very thick weed.
Okay, what
And
are
I'm
you
going
going
to shoot with my gun to it.
do?
That
Okay.
keeps sprouting
Guns
up
still
again.
working.
Once it is burned, it comes sprouting
Okay.
up again.
Right, the dragon swoops back for another pass. Weeds are starting to grow up all
And
around
I'm
the ship
shooting.
to protect it from fire.
We
And
just-
Wag the mouse bravely stands astride the bridge of his ship, points his pistol at the dragon, and what happens?
Kaboom!
Boom.
Oh dear, did your weed grow up?
9.
Wag fires his pistol bravely at the dragon. The dragon's teeth snap as it tries to chomp down on Wag. Your bullets bounce off its thick and scaly hide. Just as the dragon is about to devour you, the ship is protected by thick water weeds that cover it all over.
And that keep returning.
The dragon, you hear a splooshing noise behind the ship as the dragon settles into the river. You didn't know dragons could swim. This one clearly can. Looks like it's going to have another try from a different angle this time. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to just jump onto it.
You're going to jump onto the dragon. That's
Yep.
brilliant. All right, you can roll your swashbuckling dice. What are you going to do, Mary?
Which is that?
I'm gonna
So-
use
That
my
is that
flying.
one.
I'm gonna get out of the weeds and use my flying skills.
Uh-huh.
And then I can navigate where he is.
There we go. And there.
Okay,
And then I can throw my daggers.
alrighty. Yeah, so you can roll your...
10 and 8.
well, you can just roll the one. So just roll your flying skills dice and we'll see what happens.
This
Okay, so you go 4 and you... Aha! Right. Let's see. The dragon surges through the water towards you and brings back its head. I think it's going to try and ram the ship. But just then, Wag jumps off the mizzenmast and lands slap bang on the dragon's nose. A tiny little mouse on an enormous dragon.
I'm not tiny.
Takes out his sword and what do you do to the dragon?
You stab it in its nose.
No. I
Stab it in its eyes.
through the lid on his neck, let it do his mouth open and stab it in his mouth.
Oh wow, you start tickling him on his neck so he's going to have to open his mouth. Okay, what are you doing, Mary?
I'm navigating where he is and what he'll do next. And then I'm gonna throw my daggers to stop him.
Okay.
I'm trying not to do them on Wag.
Alright, well you throw some more daggers at the dragon and it starts to reach around and snap towards you and its mouth opens up. Wag, you can roll your swashbuckling dice again to see if your plan works.
7.
10!
Is that the biggest number on the dice?
Something extra good happens.
Wag shoves his sword right into the mouth of the ferocious dragon Cracklewing. The dragon begins to thrash around in the water. It's a huge whirlpool appearing. You're thrown clear and land back on the ship.
Nice catch, Crow.
The water is turning black and green with sickly looking dragon blood. Slowly, the dragon's body sinks beneath the waves. The crew are amazed, and slowly the weeds that have protected the ship start to fade away. Not very far away from where this is all happening is the village, the kingdom's village. What was the name of the village?
About
You're
the
right
village.
there. Yeah. Does it have another name? Or is it just
I
the
know.
village?
I know.
What are we going to call it?
The Beerman's Hut.
The Beerman's Hut. The village of Beerman's Hut. Well, people come rushing from the village of Beerman's Hut. They've seen what happened. They saw the dragon breathing fire on something, and then they saw the splash when it landed in the water, and they saw your ship and they heard the cannons and the guns, and some of them even ran fast enough to see you to amazingly fighting the dragon by yourselves. They stand on the side of the river and cheer, but some of them look a bit afraid as well. What are you going to do?
We're gonna go and fainting Freshbeard.
Shrinking Freshbeard.
The people look kind of excited about this. One old person comes forward. Are you the heroes who sought the dragon crown?
Yep.
You have returned. We did not believe your crew when they said that that was who they were waiting for, but apparently it was true. And now you have killed the dragon Cracklewing. The rest of the dragons will be very cross. They will burn our food. They may even eat our children. If you are going to find King Thrushbeard, you must do it quickly.
And we're gonna work this crown.
Oh. We rather hoped you would know how to use it once you'd found it.
We don't get.
We didn't. It was very heavy, and we had to get out of the wood first.
Oh.
But that was really easy.
He looks a bit confused at you. What happens if you put it on? You feel very funny. You feel... Some of you feels cold, and you really like the bits of you where the sun is shining on you. You have a warm feeling in your tummy.
My dragon.
You're certainly feeling a bit dragon-y when you think of it like that. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna.
Her eyes look really funny, like reptile eyes.
Am I turning into a dragon? Have I got a tail?
She hasn't got a tail, but her wings are suddenly looking a bit leathery. Not like fairy wings. You're a bit afraid of her.
Maybe she's growing a tail.
I didn't want a tail.
What else could you try?
Pressing in the buttons.
When you have it on.
Cheek, cheek, cheek.
Suddenly, Mary's getting bigger, and Mary's changing shape. And Mary is turning into a big green dragon. What does your dragon look like?
I want to turn into a dragon. Eyes, eyes, eyes.
Later.
how my dragon is. I can decide if my dragon is going to look like that as well.
Yeah.
Is that one wing?
Can you describe it, Lisa? What are you drawing?
I'm drawing the wings. Big wings.
Big wings.
A big eye.
Mm-hmm.
Very sharp teeth.
Okay, and what do you think Mary Flight's dragon breathes out?
Plants.
You breathe out plants.
I breathe out plants that whip you tight like this.
Whoa! Okay. That's a pretty amazing dragon. Everybody looks very afraid. Some of the villagers start to run away. The crew are very confused. Should we shoot it with a cannon, sir?
No!
Are you going to do the stabbing it in the mouth thing then?
No!
That was really cool. I think it's eaten the fairy.
Pardon me. I am a fairy.
It's roaring.
The fairy has turned into the dragon.
You sure? Because that dragon's a lot bigger than the fairy ever was.
The fairy turned bigger.
Is this what a dragon crown does?
Yep. Very
Oh.
long.
I guess you know how to use it now then.
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm going to fight the dragons because I'm going to disguise as the dragons and see what they are working on.
And then I'm going to help you.
Hey, get the dragon crown up and put it on myself and keep them in.
Ah, Wag, you run up onto her head looking for the dragon crown. It's a bit hard to work out because she has turned into a dragon, but you can feel something pulling. Are you going to let him take the crown off?
Well, maybe I don't turn into a dragon anymore.
See what happens.
Get it off.
Okay. Well, the crown comes off and Mary starts to turn back into an elf.
Oh.
An elf fairy.
Give that back.
No. Dun.
Hey, Wag. First thing you notice is that your tail is getting longer and scalier.
Woohoo!
The next thing you notice is that your nose is getting even pointier and your teeth are feeling sharper. And you too have a hot feeling in your tummy, but your arms and legs feel all cold, like you need the sun to keep you warm. What kind of dragon are you going to turn into? Some kind of pirate dragon, I suppose.
No. I'm gonna turn into a poisonous dragon.
A poisonous dragon? What colour is it?
Green with red and light blue.
Green with red and like spots or stripes or...
Red spots, stripe, green stripes like this, and light blue stripes like that.
Wow,
All through each other.
that sounds amazing. And what does your dragon breathe?
My dragon breathes.
Cannonballs.
No, look.
I like that idea.
It breathes stone
Breathe stone.
that can knock you down
Wow.
when you touch it.
So you breathe plants and you breathe stones.
But I want to be a dragon again.
But then stones can even knock a dragon out of its place.
Wait,
Hmm.
what if I press this crown thingy? Where's it? Here, this crown thingy. What if I press all three of them? And I keep pressing them down, and I put it on my own head and do the thing.
This
Maybe
might
you're
take
safe.
some experimenting. Everybody's looking very afraid now. The crew are absolutely afraid of you, and now they're very confused about what's just happened to their captain.
The
Captain!
captain is a dragon.
Captain, we can see that. Captain!
Yes.
Should we shoot you with the cannons?
No!
Alright, Captain, but you are a dragon, you know.
Yes, we're a good dragon. Our hearts are the same.
But I'm still your captain.
Alright then. Right. You're not really going to fit on the ship like that.
Personally, dragons have wings.
Okay, you can fly now. Yeah, flying is really tricky for you. Mary was used to it, so she knew what she was doing. The dragon Wag is kind of getting used to the whole idea that you can fly. It's a very long way down. Well, you guys
want
can
to be
turn
the
into
dragon.
dragons.
There we go. Now we can go a bit faster. I'm good at it now.
Yeah, you're starting to practice flying. From up here, you can see all around. Far behind you, you can see the deep, dark wood where you've been. You can see the river running all the way down to the big stream. You can see in the distance King Thrushbeard's castle, which is kind of on fire, but also seems to have something in it, on top of it, wrapped around it, perhaps.
I'm going to fly to it.
But I want to be the dragon.
As you get closer,
I can knock a dragon out of its place, you know.
As you get closer, you can see nesting in the middle of the castle. Can you come back, Reuben? Nobody can see you over there. Fly back here, Dragon Reuben.
It's Dragon Wag.
Dragon Wag. As you get closer, you can see the most enormous dragon nesting in the middle of the castle. It's as big as the castle was. It's 5 times as big as you are.